Welcome, everyone, to the Idea Lab October Networking Connect. We are here today, all members of the Idea Lab community for entrepreneurs, and Alex and Sarah have not joined us yet, but they will, I'm sure, after meeting these awesome people today. So they were brave enough to accept this invitation totally blind and show up here to this group. So thanks, guys, for trusting me. I'm Suzanne Taylor King, your community founder, and stepping into that role of community founder, which is super exciting for me. What we're going to do first is go around the room and do a 30-second who you are, what you do, and you're going to answer this question. What do you love about being not only in this community, but any community? What's the big draw for you for being in community? And I'm keeping track of answers. I'm not looking for Idea Lab, so to speak, answers, but what draws you to the idea of being in a community of like minds and expanding that? Because I just am totally curious about each and every answer to that. So, hi, Larry, welcome. Hi, Charlie, welcome. Let's start with our 30-second intros. Mike O'Neill, how about you go first today?
Hey, everybody. I am speaking to you from Dalton, Georgia, and I am a consultant / coach focused primarily on helping manufacturers solve their people problems. The thing I enjoy most about community is something we couldn't have done 3 years ago. We couldn't come together like this as easily as we have. And I'm meeting some remarkable people, and I'm humbled by just the sheer wisdom that I'm confident will be represented as we go around this table, or this screen rather, today.
Awesome. So wisdom for you would be collective wisdom. Love it, Mike. Thank you. Chris Michelle.
Well, hello, STK and the community. I'm Coach Chris. I am a sales and business coach specifically for the home services industry, HVAC, plumbing, electrical. That's what my focus is. And I help them to heal their self-inflicted sales harm.
I like that.
Thank you, Charlie.
See, I like that.
I love it. So the community, what is the community that I look for? When I get with people, it's about the connections and it's about the growth within the connections, right? So it's not just coming to this group, but then how do we expand and grow and become more from that?
Love it.
And thanks, by the way, Woodstock, Georgia. Sorry.
Woodstock, Georgia. All right. How far are you from Mike?
We're about an hour away.
An hour.
We've actually met and had, I took a picture in that room right there on that, up against that bookshelf.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Posted it to LinkedIn.
There's somebody in this room today that I actually had lunch with today.
Carly?
That would be Nolan Chappelle. Welcome, my friend.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nolan Chappelle. I'm in Voorhees, New Jersey. I work with Core Title. I do title sales, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I have a pressure washing business called Curb Appeal Makeover, and I work with listing agents and anyone who needs their house clean. But it's just another value add I have as a title agent. Thing that I love most about the communities that I've been, and especially this one, first and foremost, there's nothing new under the sun. So everyone knows something that I don't, and there's a way to basically, I'm definitely the youngest member here, if I had to guess. So being able to learn from everyone with more experience and being able to share the experiences that I have just helps us all grow at a much quicker pace.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for being with me twice today. I appreciate it. All right, Mr. Daniel Hedrich, how are you?
My mic is on. Okay. I'm great. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad to be here. Dan Hedrich here in Stockbridge, Massachusetts, God's country this time of year. And I'm a 6-time cancer survivor that is a heroic life and wellness coach and an expert in conscious healing. for people who actually want to recreate themselves in the image of who they want to be and become in the world. So what do I love about community is harmonious connection and the objectiveness that some of my peers can actually point out where I'm being subjectively tied or tangled in my own emotionality. So to have someone to reflect off and be counsel of like-minded brings about harmonious team play. It's a virtue of mine is to be a team player. And I think we're all on the same team to make a difference in the world. So glad to be here.
Awesome. Well done on your 30 seconds, Dan. Good
was
job.
It 29 or 31?
I don't know, but it was awesome.
Who's the timer?
I'm not timing. I just know when you go over.
Oh, I got a lot. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
You did great.
Next up.
All right. Alex Hall, welcome, my new acquaintance.
Thank you very much for having me. So I'm Alex Hall from the UK, and for those wondering, south of Manchester, that's northwest, opposite side to London. What I do, I go by the DNA fat loss coach. So I help people to lose weight and improve their health using personalized insights from their DNA, doing a genetic test. The thing I love most about being in the community, so I had a conversation with Suzanne on Tuesday. That triggered an idea, which I discussed with my girlfriend yesterday. I got client feedback on it today, and I'll be launching it probably next week. So that's my
amazing
main thing of community. Thank you.
Amazing. All right, Judy, welcome.
Thanks. So I'm Judy Kane, and my business is Aligned Consciousness, and I help people relieve stress by taking out their head trash. I help them rewrite those subconscious beliefs that are keeping them stuck. And my best connections are coaches, because I serve as a resource to them. I don't do the coaching, but I help get rid of those blocks for some of their clients if they're stuck in the coaching programs. My favorite thing about the community is it's the feeling of connection, the relationships that you can build, and the fact that that's a great place to go when you need to find somebody to do something, and the wisdom too, because everybody's got a different spin on stuff. So that's very valuable to me.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for being here, Judy. Welcome, Tina. We're just going around the room doing our 30-second intro, and we are on Denise next.
That's me. Sorry, I'm typing in a message to Sarah because I love your background. So hi, everyone. I'm Denise Stegall. I'm the CEO and curator at livinghealthylist.com, where my goal is to excite, educate, and empower women and a few smart men to up-level their health and wellness by finding a healthy lifestyle that works for them and them only. What I love about community is the support. Working from home, working alone can sometimes be very lonely, and the support that you get being in a very robust community is really important. The encouragement has been, for me is amazing. There's just me and my husband that live here in Rochester, Minnesota, which is not God's country ever. But anyway, sometimes it can get lonely, and I feel like, okay, am I doing the right thing? And sometimes just the encouragement from other professionals, whether they're in the health and wellness arena or not, is really amazing. And then that knowledge that everyone shares is really an amazing piece of being in a good, robust community.
Wonderful. So I wrote down encouragement for you. That's great. All right, Sarah Leslie, welcome.
Hi, thank you. It's good to be here. So what do I do? Well, first, I'm in North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina. I have a travel lifestyle, so this is where I'm at right now. And I help people get unstuck and meet the goals that they want to meet in their life and in their business. Really get inside the mind and understand where their thinking is going wrong and keeping them from living the life they want to live. I love community. I'm always looking to connect with people. I love hearing people's stories. And I find that when I'm in the communities that serve me, we'll say, I get a lot of energy from the group, people's stories, people's energy, people's ideas, whatever the thing is that we're connecting on. When people bring the energy, I get really charged up from it. So I love that part of community.
I love it. Well, welcome. Nice to see you for the first time. Mr. Charlie Timmons, welcome.
Hello, everybody. Sunny Philadelphia, sports center of the world the next couple of weeks. Listen, all of you are kind of lucky. You've all chosen a path that's going to give you success, fulfillment, and fun. But not everybody has reached that point because they're still trying to figure out what's next. And I help people figure out what's next, put a strategy together to get it, and then how do you keep it so you have more fun, more success, and more meaning in your life. We all want meaning in your life. And that's what community means to me. I'm an introvert, but when I find the right community, it energizes me. So I'm sort of echoing what some of you have already said. It's difficult being a solopreneur, as Larry Cole knows, and we need community in order to help us get through it. I'm a continuous learner, so you all educate me. I learn new things. And at the same time, I'm able to offer my wisdom with my wrinkles so that everybody we can all get better together. We're all here to help one another. If you're a member of this community, you have to make a commitment to help other people. It's that simple. Otherwise, I don't join the community. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. So I wrote down service for you, service of others. Love it, Charlie. All right, Larry, welcome.
Hi, Suzanne. The focus for me is on solopreneurs that want to master self-employment. They want to build that skill so they can get what they want out of their business. And the type of people that I'm surrounding myself with are people who have somewhat of an achievement mentality and desire. So they're really not okay feeling powerless or stuck for very long. So they're ready to get out of that. The challenge is, I've talked to a lot of solopreneurs. We've surveyed thousands of people, and it's amazing how high the percentages of people who are not making enough money to fund the lifestyle that they really want. But some pay their bills, but they're not really developing the lifestyle they want, that they intended, or they're doing it by sacrificing on happiness. And I'm like, that's what I want to fix. So we created something called the Self-Employment Mastery System to do that. For me, community is, I don't know when I started forming these things. It was like 2 years ago, and I'd never done anything like this in my life. And then I've had like thousands of people come through this event I host and hundreds of guest speakers and like all this stuff. And I did it all just because I just did it. I did it on LinkedIn. I would like to define the difference between community and networking. Networking is when everybody puts their pitch in the chat. Community is when people get to know each other. That's the difference to me. That's why I'm here with Suzanne, because this is a community. It's not a networking pitch event.
Yeah. Well said.
But Larry's allowed to put his contact information in the chat if he desires.
He's allowed. No, you're all
that's
allowed.
A different. I'm not saying it, put it in is bad. I'm just saying the intention of I'm going to pitch and pitch and pitch and pitch. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
That's it. You got it. Yep. I agree with you.
Well, and I'll just say that, being part of Larry's community, and the fact that he came here to be part of mine, I don't take that lightly. Like, that's amazing. And to have those types of people, I want to just encourage you to drop your contact information in the chat, your LinkedIn profile link, your calendar link even. And if there's somebody who intrigues you, or who would be a great connection for you, please set up a virtual coffee. Do it right here, right now, making it official use, a great use of your time. We're going to go into breakout rooms after we finish with the intros, and we're going to do 2 rounds of breakout rooms today. And there'll be 3 people in each breakout room. And there's no questions. This is about you being you and authentically connecting with the people that you're in the room with. Of course, tell them what you do. Of course, tell them where you hang out. But again, it's about building those relationships, not a pitch fest, of course. All right, let's wrap up our introductions with Nancy, and then we'll continue on the bottom row of my screen.
Hey, nice to see you all. Nancy Zare. I am the LinkedIn Whisperer, a sales psychologist, hailing currently from Stuart, Florida, most recently from the greater Boston area in Massachusetts. The LinkedIn Whisperer. I take what's in plain sight on LinkedIn or other social media pages, and I give you insight into how buyers buy. I'm looking for connections with videographers, especially people who don't know who their target market is. And I know a lot of times you can't do a video without knowing who that target audience is. I can help get that answer in less than 2 days. Nancy Zare, sales psychologist.
Wonderful. Thanks, Nancy.
I didn't say about community.
Oh, yes, community.
I want to just quickly say that community consists of 2 words, common and unity. And what it is that we have things in common, which is what links us together and gives me a sense of joy and brings us unity as we have a single-minded purpose, which is to support and nurture each other.
Thanks, Nancy. That was a good one. You know how I love words and their definitions and the roots of the word. So great one. Risa, nice to see you.
Hey, thank you so much. I'm sorry I was a little bit late to the party.
Hey, you didn't miss much of the party. So
I feel like I did. So one of the questions is, what do you enjoy about community? Is that right?
Yes, who you are, what you do, where you're from, and what do you enjoy most about community? Not just this one, but what's the draw for community for you?
So I am Risa, and I am with a company called ASEA that has redox molecules. And most people probably haven't heard about that, but it's basically how your cells communicate and talk to each other. And so talking about wrinkles, if you want less wrinkles, then you want more redox in your body because you have tons of it when you're young. We lose it as we age. And it does lots of things like better energy, sleep, but it helps all sorts of health challenges. I love community because to me, it's being with people that are on the same page with you, like-minded people. And I love sharing and getting to know other people and what they do and how we can work together, how we can collaborate, how I can help them. I'm always taking fervent notes about everybody. And I just love to hear the different things people are doing, but I love hanging out with people that have the same type of mindset, the same growth mindset, and they want to learn new things. I don't like those people that say, oh, I'm 60 and I can't, I'm too old to learn anything else. Not my people.
Definitely not. Well, welcome. Nice to have you. Tina Anderson, welcome. Oh, you're on mute, Tina. It's okay.
Okay, there we go. The first link I had wouldn't let me in. So anyway, I apologize for that. I was frantic, oh my gosh, I feel terrible. So sorry that I missed some of your introductions. First time here, and let's see, I live in Southern California, originally grew up in South Dakota, so I understand Rochester weather. Yes. Who am I? I'm an intuitive, I'm an uplifter, and I'm a spiritual coach. And I'm currently writing a book based on a coaching program that I did with a lot of people that kind of burned me out when I realized I was kind of done with a lot of one-on-ones. And so I'm in the process of turning what has been a process called Unchaos Yourself and also a podcast, which is on hiatus, into a workbook, an interactive workbook. And so I am here to sort of bring the consciousness out in the front of everyone to find, again, like a lot of you've said, your true alignment, your soul journey, your truthful living in a way that feels joyful and challenging at times. And I guess my essence of what I'm here is to really unify. So when it boils down to all the things I've done throughout all my different careers, I'm here to help us find the commonalities instead of the differences. And when you're in alignment with your life, then it's very easy to be at peace with other people's, stuff. And so that's ultimately where I'm at. And right now I'm really focusing on getting this workbook done. And I do I do what's called angel parties and spiritual gatherings. And I also do some one-off readings and a little bit of coaching. And what else? I'm new to community. But what I do love is how spirit sends someone to me for whatever reason, and I get a good hit and I decide to try it out. And it always becomes very clear why I was sent there. And so I look forward to that magic happening within this group and with all of you.
Very cool. Well, welcome. Great to see you. Yvette, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Yvette, and I'm happy to be here. I see at least a few folks that I'm familiar with. So I would like to say that I was also late, so I'm thinking of the prompts. But what I do is I am a part of an organization called Granted Coaching, and I'm actually the principal owner and the founder. And I work with public and private charter schools to help them prepare for and compete for federal funding. That's pretty much my space. I do that in my consulting business, and I also do that full-time for an employer. And what community means to me is in a place where there's an opportunity to connect and share resources, to give and receive, to help you, not just yourself, but to help others accelerate in their line of business or accomplishing whatever their goals might be. So I'm originally from Philadelphia, and I live in Delaware now. I think I'm coming close to about 15 years of being a Delaware resident, but I totally, am a Phillies girl. So
you go, girl. Go,
we're kind of
hi, Charlie.
We're doing good in the sports department right now. Like,
yep.
Don't mess with Philly. So
that's right.
We're not going to talk sports, but listen, we're doing all right over here.
Well, Casey. Happy to be here. Thanks again, Suzanne.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Casey Williams, welcome.
Hi. So I'm Casey Williams, and I live in Indiana. And the weather yesterday was beautiful, and today is terrible. So I am an accountant and bookkeeper. And I help clients, entrepreneurs, coaches analyze the numbers and then build confidence in themselves as a business owner based on those numbers and the growth and getting closer to their goals in those numbers. And community to me is when multiple people get together and the ideas just seem to show up that you didn't have on your own, that they're just new ideas that blossom from nowhere.
Love it. Well, thanks for being here, Casey. And last but not least, Tony Packus.
I was hoping to sneak in and just pretend I wasn't here.
No. Sorry.
So my name is Tony Packus. I am from Bellingham, Massachusetts, which is about an hour from Boston and 40 minutes from Worcester. Also about 10 minutes from the Rhode Island border. I am by day a video producer for virtual events, video editing, report, all the things that go into producing Zoom events like this on a small scale to large scale. And I should really be sending about 8 presenter logins right now for a big event I have next week, but I needed to just come in here, and I'm trying to just plug in when I can, because ultimately my goal is to be a healer to people who need to be healed, basically through my, that whole process. But community to me is literally the thing that keeps me sane. Being able to just come join this group. It varies from week to week, day to day, whatever's going on. There's different groups of people here. So hello to anyone I've never met before. And hello to those I have. And I just think that this is a really special space. I've learned over the years that like anything Suzanne does is pretty much going to be gold. And she really just attracts people that are authentic, real, change makers and people that want change in the world. And I think I'm blessed that she continues to pull me in. So,
well, thank you for being here. And hello, everyone. You all know me. I'm Suzanne Taylor King, life and business coach for entrepreneurs. And my new title that I'm officially embracing is that community founder. And I've been building communities without even knowing it since the early 90s, before social media, before the internet. Yes, I am that old. My first community consisted of over 300 people I used to take on snowboarding trips all around the world. And I didn't realize I was building a community of fans and like-minded adventure seekers. And what I learned from that is really the power of connection and what friendships can do, not only for your business, but for your life. And that is the hope of the Idea Lab community, to bring together hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs and over 250 events every month for you to choose from, and all know that it's coming from the same community and the same heart-centered space. So what we're going to do today is breakout rooms. There's going to be 2 or 3 people in your breakout room. And the first round will be for 10 minutes. So use your time wisely. There is a timer up in the upper right-hand corner. And make sure you share your contact information in the chat. And get creative about what you're talking about. Again, don't make it a pitch. This is about getting to know people. And if you're a member of my community, the Idea Lab, there is a space for you to connect with each other. So if you forget to grab the chat, forget to grab somebody's contact information, there is a space in the community, a directory where you can search other members and message them. So make sure you're using that to your full advantage. All right. Are we ready? Any questions?
Not here.
Not here. All right, here we go. We're opening the rooms.